You're wasting money in retirement and you don't even realize it. Warren Buffett has a simple principle. If you buy things you don't need, soon you'll have to sell things you do need. But millions of retirees make this exact mistake every day, burning through their savings without even noticing. The worst part? Small financial missteps, which may seem harmless, can cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars over the years. Your 401k, your investments, your Social Security, everything could be getting drained without you realizing it. Want to know the biggest mistakes that could ruin your retirement? Stick with me until the end of this video so you don't miss a thing. If you want to learn more about retirement planning, click the subscribe button below the video now. Here are the 6 biggest financial mistakes that are draining your retirement. Mistake number 1, ignoring taxes on your 401k and IRAs. Many people assume that once they retire, they'll automatically pay less in taxes, but that assumption can be costly. Your 401k and traditional IRA are not tax-free money. Every withdrawal is taxed as ordinary income, and if you don't plan wisely, you could end up paying far more than necessary. Imagine a retiree who needs to withdraw $50,000 per year from their 401k. Depending on their tax bracket, they could lose 20% to 30% of that amount to taxes. Now, multiply that over 20 or 30 years of retirement. That's hundreds of thousands of dollars lost to unnecessary taxes. So how do you avoid this trap? Here are 3 essential strategies. Roth IRA conversions. Unlike a 401k or a traditional IRA, a Roth IRA allows tax-free withdrawals. By converting some of your money now and paying taxes up front at a lower rate, you can save a significant amount in the long run. Staggered withdrawals. If you wait until age 73 to start withdrawing, you'll be forced to take required minimum distributions, RMDs, which could push you into a higher tax bracket. Withdrawing strategically before then can help minimize your tax burden. Smart distribution. Between taxable and tax-free accounts, alternating withdrawals between taxable accounts like a 401k and tax-free accounts like a Roth IRA can help keep you in a lower tax bracket. Failing to plan for taxes efficiently could cause you to lose a significant portion of your savings to the government. But with the right strategy, you can keep more of your money where it belongs, in your pocket. Mistake number 2, retiring too early and losing money on Social Security. The temptation to claim Social Security at age 62 is huge. After decades of hard work, who wouldn't want to start receiving that money as soon as possible or be? But this decision could cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars over your retirement. Here's what many people don't realize. If you start collecting benefits at 62, your monthly income will be permanently reduced by up to 30%. That means if you're entitled to $2,000 per month at 67, you'll get only about $1,400 if you claim at 62. Now, think about how that adds up over 20 or 30 years of retirement. On the other hand, if you wait until age 70 to start collecting, your benefit increases by about 8% per year after your full retirement age, 67 for most people. That increase can add up to tens of thousands of extra dollars over your lifetime. Let's look at a real example. Joe claims Social Security at 62, receives $1,400 per month. Susan waits until 70, receives $2,480 per month, almost double. The difference, over $250,000 more throughout retirement. But what if you need the money earlier? Here are a few strategies that can help. Withdraw from other sources first, like a 401k or IRA, while delaying Social Security. Work part-time to cover expenses and allow your benefits to grow. Create a spending plan to minimize early withdrawals. Claiming Social Security early might seem like a good idea, but for many, it's a costly mistake. Before making this decision, run the numbers. You might find that waiting could lead to a much more comfortable retirement. Mistake number 3, overspending in the early years of retirement. You've worked hard for decades, and now that you're finally retired, it's natural to want to enjoy life, traveling, dining out, spoiling your family. It all seems well-deserved, right? The problem is that this behavior can drain your savings much faster than you realize. Many retirees fall into what's called the spending curve. Expenses spike in the early years of retirement. The money you spent years saving suddenly starts disappearing at a rapid pace. This can be a major issue because the more you spend early on, the less time your money has to grow and support you for the rest of your retirement. Let's look at a practical example. Imagine you have $500,000 invested and need $40,000 per year to cover your expenses. If you follow a structured withdrawal plan, like the 4% rule, your money could last for decades. But if, in the early years, you start spending $70,000 or $80,000 per year, the impact can be devastating. You could deplete your savings permanently and face financial struggles later in life. How to avoid this mistake: create a sustainable budget. Set clear spending limits based on your life expectancy and investments. Avoid big impulse purchases. Early on, a luxury car or extravagant vacation may feel rewarding now, but they could jeopardize your long-term financial security. Plan smart withdrawals. Use strategies like the bucket strategy, separating assets into short, medium, and long-term categories, to ensure liquidity while still allowing investments to grow. Review your expenses annually. Small adjustments over time can make a huge difference in how long your money lasts. Retirement is not a sprint, it's a marathon. Overspending early on could leave you struggling in later years when you have fewer options to recover financially. Planning wisely now can help ensure a secure and stress-free retirement. Mistake number 4: keeping too much money in savings and losing to inflation. A savings account seems like a safe place to store money, right? After all, it's not affected by market volatility, but what many retirees don't realize is that keeping too much of their wealth in savings accounts or certificates of deposit, CDs, can be a major financial mistake. Here's the problem: inflation slowly erodes the purchasing power of your money. If inflation averages 3% per year and your savings account earns just 0.5% or 1%, you're effectively losing money every year. Let's look at a real example. If you have $300,000 in an account earning 1% annually, in 10 years, you'll have around $330,000. But if inflation runs at 3% per year, that money's purchasing power will shrink to just $245,000 in today's dollars. Over 20 or 30 years of retirement, your money could lose a significant portion of its real value. How to avoid this trap? Diversify your investments. Instead of leaving everything in savings, allocate some funds into low-risk investments like Treasury inflation-protected securities, TIPS, dividend funds, or a balanced portfolio of stocks and bonds. Keep a strategic but not excessive cash reserve. Holding 3 to 5 years of expenses in liquid assets is typically enough to cover emergencies without sacrificing growth. Consider well-structured annuities. Certain annuities offer inflation protection and guaranteed payments throughout retirement. The goal isn't to take unnecessary risks, but to ensure your money keeps growing to keep up with the rising cost of living. After all, retirement could last 20, 30, or even 40 years, and your money needs to last just as long. Mistake number 5: ignoring healthcare and long-term care costs. Many retirees assume that Medicare will cover all their medical expenses, but this assumption can be a devastating mistake. The truth is, Medicare doesn't cover everything, and healthcare costs can become one of the biggest expenses in retirement. A shocking fact: the average retired couple in the U.S. needs about $315,000 just to cover medical expenses over their lifetime. And that doesn't include long-term care, like in-home assistance or nursing homes. If you ever need full-time care, costs can reach $100,000 per year or more. Now, imagine the impact on your savings. Without a solid plan, unexpected medical bills could wipe out a large portion of your wealth. How to protect yourself? Consider a Medicare supplement, Medigap, or Medicare Advantage plan. These plans help cover costs that traditional Medicare doesn't, such as copays and deductibles. Open a health savings account, HSA, if you're still working. HSAS allow you to save money tax-free for future medical expenses. Plan for long-term care. A long-term care insurance policy can cover part or all of in-home care or nursing home costs. Some annuities and life insurance policies also offer long-term care benefits. Create a dedicated healthcare emergency fund. Setting aside a portion of your assets exclusively for medical costs can prevent you from having to sell investments at the wrong time. Failing to prepare for healthcare costs can put your entire retirement at risk. The earlier you plan, the more financially secure and stress-free your future will be, no matter what health challenges come your way. Mistake number 6, leaving money on the table by not using income strategies. Many retirees spend their whole lives saving, but when it's time to use that money, they fail to optimize withdrawals and investments. The result? They end up paying unnecessary taxes, missing out on passive income sources, and even running out of money sooner than they should. The truth is, a financially secure retirement isn't just about how much you've saved. It's about how you use that money. Without an efficient income strategy, you could be leaving tens of thousands of dollars on the table. How can you maximize your retirement income? Create a smart withdrawal plan. Instead of withdrawing money only when you need it, follow a structured strategy. Taking money first from taxable accounts can help keep your tax burden low. Invest in income-generating assets, reliable dividend-paying stocks, REITs, real estate investment trusts, and high-quality bonds can provide a steady cash flow. Consider annuities for long-term protection. Certain well-structured annuities can provide a lifetime fixed income, helping protect against the risk of outliving your savings. Maximize Social Security benefits. As mentioned earlier, delaying Social Security can significantly increase your monthly benefits. If you can fund your early retirement years from other income sources, you can maximize your future payouts. Rebalance your portfolio regularly. As you age, your financial needs change. Adjusting your asset allocation ensures stability and continued growth. Retirement doesn't mean you stop making money. With the right strategies, your savings can work for you, providing a sustainable income stream for life. These were the 6 biggest financial mistakes that could drain your retirement savings. Which one stood out to you the most? Do you think you might be making any of these mistakes? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Click on the video appearing on your screen now to learn more about retirement planning.